Now turning to the crisis at our southern border, new reports tonight that immigration officials plan to release nearly 2,000 illegal immigrants into our country just this weekend. The reason? Detention centers are running out of space, so they have no other choice but to unleash these illegal immigrants into our southern states. Joining me now is former acting ICE Director Tom Homan. Tom, every day there is more evidence of an emergency at our border. This is just the most recent. I mean, every day we get from nonpartisan publications like the news side of the Wall Street Journal, for example, coming out with these horrific reports of how people are overwhelmed at the southern border. I don't think it's possible for anybody to say that there's not an emergency down there. Do you?
Oh, it's possible. The Democrats are going to continue to say there's not an emergency. Look, this president's been right. President Trump's been right from day one on this issue. I mean, the number of families coming across now is historic. You look at the number of families coming across and the others coming across the border right now. Based on the rise that's happening every week, we're going to have close to 1 million illegal entries in the United States. If that's not a national emergency, I don't know what is. And also the opioids coming across southern border. President Obama claimed national emergency. The swine flu kills 12,000. Opioids have killed 70,000, and that's not a national crisis. This isn't about doing the right thing for this nation. This is about making sure that Donald Trump does not get a win on the border. Yeah. That's what it's about.
And, you know, we had some terrific reporters that are down there. William LaJeunesse, one of our reporters, was down there reporting on how these busloads of Central Americans come in, go to a part of the border that doesn't have, it has a sort of a fence. It's kind of about 3 feet high. You can either climb under it or easily climb over it. And these busloads of immigrants come in and just walk over. They get caught, of course, but then they have to be let go because there's no space, no place to put them. They can't be adjudicated, et cetera. So that's what's happening right now.
Look, it's another clear example why a wall is necessary. Every place they built a border barrier, illegal immigration went down and narcotic smuggling went down. At 100% of the time, it's proved effective. And you know what we really need to do to slow this surge down right now? ICE, the agency I used to run, needs to get out there, locate these families and have their due process at great taxpayer expense, been ordered removed. They need to arrest them and remove them. Why? Because I did that 3 years ago, and the result, almost immediate result, was the border crossings went down because we showed there's a consequence to violating the laws of this country. We need to do that again.
But if you have a wall, you wouldn't have to go through the process. All of these processes, arresting, fingerprinting, et cetera, they all take time. They all take manpower, and we just are overwhelmed down there. We don't have the personnel to do it.
Well, some families are going to still come to the port of entry. So, look, you can't demand due process. You can't demand to see a judge. And when you get the decision, the decision needs to mean something. Those decisions need to be executed, or there's no integrity in the entire system. But I agree with you. The wall will certainly help. The barrier will certainly help. And we got to change the loopholes. We got to change the Florida settlement agreement. We got to change the asylum laws.
Well,
I mean, Congress has failed to act.
You still have Democrats. I don't know if we have that soundbite of O'Rourke, but you have Beto O'Rourke saying just recently that we don't need a wall, despite the fact that we have evidence of what. Do we have that? Yeah, let's play the soundbite and get your reaction.
I'm here to tell you a profoundly positive story from the U.S.-Mexico border. We do not need any walls. $30 billion, 2,000 miles long, 30 feet high, that will not be built on the international boundary line, which is the center line of the Rio Grande River. That wall will be built well into the interior, on someone's ranch, someone else's farm, someone else's home. You and I will be forced to take their property to solve a problem that we do not have.
We don't need a wall when thousands of immigrants are walking underneath or hopping over a fence.
Look, it's ludicrous. And here's the man running for president who refused to watch the video, refuses the data. The data is clear. Anybody can go to the CBP website and look at the data that walls are effective every place they build it. And this guy wants to be the president of the United States. So he's forgetting his first responsibility as president to secure our nation, protect our sovereignty, and to protect the American people. This is what angers me, because they know what the facts are, but they won't admit them. It's an anti-Trump agenda. It's all about open borders, and that's what, they're not going to be happy till we shut all the border patrol stations down and put a welcome center in and give everybody a Democratic voter registration card. Then they'll be happy.
Tom Homan, good to see you, Tom. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it.